I was raised fundamentalist polygamist. I was not formally educated. I was brought up to cook, clean, sew, and have babies. That's the only education that was necessary. So from a very young age, I learned handiwork and was able to make beautiful things. I was obsessed with beautiful dresses, specifically bridal dresses. Whenever I would see one in a store passing by, I just had to slow down and look at it. And I grew up dreaming about working in a bridal store and making wedding dresses. In the world that I grew up in, dresses had to be simple. You weren't allowed to wear makeup. You weren't allowed to have lace and sparkle and things like that. Things had to be very simple, and you also had to be covered from your chin to your wrist to your feet. So when it came time for me to get married, I really pushed the limits, and I designed my own dress, and I put ruffles in it, and I put lace in it. And it was really beautiful within the constraints that I had, and I felt beautiful in it. I was a little bit chastised for coming in with, they called it worldly. I was dressing worldly, but I did it anyway, and I still love my dress. I still have it. Reading and writing and math and things like that were difficult for me because I wasn't taught probably beyond a 6th or 7th grade level, but I was very good at sewing, and I figured out that I could make extra money sewing. So I did a lot of that while I was raising my children. Eventually, my husband and I left the cult. It's allowed me the opportunity to see from the outside in what happens there and how women are not allowed to express themselves and not allowed to dress the way that they want to dress, and they're not allowed to feel beautiful. And that's become such an important thing for me, to be able to express myself in the way I dress. And I want all women to feel that. I want all women to feel that they can express themselves through what they wear, and that they have the right and the freedom to feel beautiful in whatever way that that means for them, especially on their wedding day. If there's one piece of advice I could give to my younger self, or to someone who may be like I was back in those years, it would be to tell them that your dream is possible, that you have what it takes. You just have to pursue it and never to give up, because it feels very overwhelming. And I remember feeling trapped, and all as it took was just a needle and a thread to send me on a different path. And so even the smallest thing can turn into something amazing.